Hey guys, my name's Eliza Morrison, and I'm going to be talking about Chapter 4. Now, the focus of this chapter had to do with preserving our coasts. Now, the problem with our coasts is that we are literally loving them to death. Half the United States population lives in the coastal counties, and these counties make up 17% of our nation's land area. This amounts to the population density being around 5 times the national average, and on top of this, the population is predicted to increase another 20% by 2015. And this means that 3,600 people will move to the coast each day. Now, with all this population growth, there are new developments, demands for housing, water, food, recreation, waste disposal, roads and cars, and this ends up polluting the water and air and endangering the coastal habitats. Now, the primary threat to coastal species is the habitat destruction and the decline of the coastal water quality. What we need to do now is we need to start managing and developing new ways to protect the coastal ecosystems. Now, coastal development causes some issues, from the floodplains of rivers and estuaries to the barrier islands. 14 of the 20 largest cities and 19 of the 20 most densely populated counties in the U.S. lie along coastlines. Now, this brings up this sprawling of the cities and counties. This makes for inefficient use of the land. It increases traffic and pollution. The cars and such are creating air pollution that settles to the land and the air. And the water, which is a major source of nitrogen pollution, which is a large problem along the Atlantic seaboard. Now, with all these changes to the habitat, the species and whole ecosystems are threatened. Now, the most harmful impact on marine and freshwater ecosystems is the degradation that results from the polluted runoff. The impervious surfaces that we create greatly increase the problem of runoff, causing the polluted water to go right into the watershed. There's a few recommendations that this chapter had, and first was to develop an action plan. This is greatly needed, and it'll help us focus on protecting the water quality on the watershed basis at the non-point source of the pollution. The next would be to identify and protect the ecosystems from these new developments. Third would also to get the different levels of government on board and help manage the new development and minimize the impact on the coast. And the last recommendation they had would be to redirect the government programs and help them stay away from harmful coastal developments and change these different activities into restoration instead. And that's all.